today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jones and the New York Giants taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the... Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Falcons take over first.
Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. A second broken tackle. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Hunter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 80 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. From the 36, Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26.
Holding, receiving team.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but hold it.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Ryan, that's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 50.
For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
3, Giants nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So a big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Falcons 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Was looking for Ridley again, but it'll be second down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 6 catches, 64 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Third down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and it will result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Falcons 3.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
That's Will Hernandez, former 2nd rounder out of UTEP. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 44.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jones pass. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. First down Giants. Jones to Ingram.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 1st down Giants on a pickup of 14.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Saquon Barkley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Tate. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On the carry.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Jones operating from the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
The 5-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perkins. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Roses now to add the PAT. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They run. It's Gurley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw again is Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Paul Richardson there to make the grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And it's up and good. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Over the middle, complete. That's Tate. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The final shot before break. Jones. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
46-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd down, Barkley. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
17. Falcons 10.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
10 yards to go.
out, looking for Ridley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now Jones throwing on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now the second down throw on target. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And he finds Penny. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Ryan down around the goal line. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter Some love.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is brought in at the 21. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
That catch good for only a couple. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ryan dumps it off to Gurley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's brought down by...
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
34-yard line.
second down and 4. Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst.
Ryan's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And it's third down.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but now it's third down. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A handoff to Barkley. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyler Davison, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. 1st down. In a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
touchdown.
Julio Jones. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Sterling
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Return team.
Don't do us like that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The New York set to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Giants, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener.